Hey, welcome back, everybody. How are ya? Hey, welcome back. Um, so yeah, here we are. We're finishing up the Dead Wing Porcupine Tree Dead Wing album. Two more songs to go, and so far so good. This has been a really great album. Super great exposure. I've kind of flipped from this album to that album of Porcupine Tree, but I'm really trying to focus on finishing this full album, and then we can kind of go back into some of the other albums that we've touched on and heard some of the my first reactions on, and then we can start filling in the gaps too, so we can get that in the entire albums. But super excited to be getting through the Dead Wing album, because that way I can listen to it in my own time all the way through without having to stop before I get to the songs that I haven't heard yet. So and I'm kind of an album guy. I really like listening to albums. I'm not really a song guy. Not really. I like to listen to albums. When I like a band, I got to start from the top and I just let it roll, let it ride all the way through. Last night I got into a real bender, but we can talk about that later. I put a little post in the community tab. I listened to Somebody New and that I never heard of before, from the late 60s, and he has 3 albums. Boom. And I just listened to every one of them. All right. It was crazy. I don't know. I got sucked in. It was really interesting to me. All right. So let's get right into the Porcupine Tree Dead Wing album. We're all the way at track 8, and this is called The Start of Something Beautiful. It kind of blends in from the song before it. So let's get right into it here. Oh, it's always something you don't expect. I love that, but I should expect it, I guess, by now. I like how the bass is matching that synth bass thing. That's fat, man. That's really fat. But you can hear the punchiness of the real bass. I like that.
Always in my thoughts you are.
Oh man, his melodies.
Always in my dreams you are. I got your voice on tape, I got your spirit in a photograph.
So cool.
Always out of reach you are.
I got your spirit in a photograph. Wow.
Cold inside my arms you are. Simple like a child you are. I remember when you took my hand and led me through the rain. Down inside my soul you are.
better you find out now than later. Drum beat is just killer. Chords, man, that was cool. Feeling all of it, man. I feel the drums and the bass just pushing that rhythm, and then I hear all the other stuff, guitars and pianos, keyboards. So good. Keeping it interesting. That was the start of something beautiful. That was really, really cool. Yeah, so it just keeps going. It's going to go right into Shattering Glass. I like at the end there where he when the vocals came back in, it was kind of pulled back in the mix, so it almost sounded like just another instrument in there, just giving that extra layer of melody. That was really cool, man. That was a cool song. The drums and the bass were just kicking butt. They were just driving that song the whole time, man. Just driving that song, and that that off-tempo drum beat just fitting right in with that bass line. It was so cool. And then all built all around that was the guitars and the some of the and the keyboards. Sometimes I start to say something, then I change and I forget to get back to where I was. But some of the leads, I couldn't tell if it was a keyboard or if it was a guitar with like, effects on it. Really, like one time it was like it sounded like a keyboard, but the way he was playing it almost sounded like a guitar. And then another time there was something else that came in. I was like, well, that kind of sounds like a guitar, but it's played more like a keyboard. So it's really cool. I'd like to see that live. I wonder if they have that live. I'll check into it. But man, that was a really cool tune. I love the groove of that song. And boy, talk about keeping it interesting. He does, man. Right away, the melody just caught me. Like, that was so good. I just caught me right away. And then some of the dropouts and some of the little leads he did in there. It's really, really good. The thing about doing first time reactions is that you hear the song, especially songs like this, where there's so many elements to it. It's hard to remember, where you started sometimes, like I said, the bass and the drums were pretty consistent. They had the 4-chord progression. There was the main part of the song, 4 notes, 4 chords going through it, and then it changed up to going through, but that main part. But within that, there were so many changes. There was dynamic changes, I guess is the best way to say it. And then dropping out, throwing in different elements, and then building it back up. That is just genius, masterclass songwriting to me, and production. To me, that is just like killer. You get a song that's repetitive. Let's just say this song is repetitive. If you're listening to the drums and the bass, playing the same thing a lot through that song, but the way they do it, just those two guys make that repetitiveness so interesting. And then you make the rest of the song interesting beyond that point with all these other elements. It's just amazing. It's to me. All right. So that was really cool. We're going to get to the next song, and I'm going to feel a sense of accomplishment. Thank you guys for all the suggestions, and I've gotten to some of them, and I feel pretty good about that. There's a lot of suggestions. You guys are awesome. You're telling me about all kinds of stuff, and then not only that, I'm finding like stuff on my own that just trips me out and sends me off into a whole rabbit hole. So I'm just loving music right now. I'm just loving music right now. I've been a huge music fan all my life, but right now, I'm just like so steeped in music, and especially exploring, which is really great with this channel that gives me opportunity to talk to people and get your suggestions. So that's super cool. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. This has been really fun for me. I hope you've been enjoying it too. All right, we will see you guys in the next video. I like to talk, you can see, or you can hear, I guess, and see. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the comments. Bye.